What is happening? I'm N64Josh, and this is another, I say game vlog, but it's just gonna be a vlog. That's it. It's Monday, and it's super cliche, but we're gonna talk about some Monday motivation. So I want to kind of, I was reading through the Discord conversations today and seeing different people talk about like their age and things like that. And so I'm like, you know what? We're gonna have a little different vlog. We're gonna do things a little bit differently. So I'm gonna rewind for you guys. 8 years. 8 years ago, that's when I turned 30. Okay? That's when I turned 30. And I know for myself, my expectation for 30 was, kind of setting a career, raising kids, buying the house, all that stuff. Let me tell you how my 30s went, okay? The economy took a dive, and in 2008, things kind of started going downhill. I believe it was August of 2008. I got laid off. I was working commercial construction. I got laid off. And from August 2008 until, I believe, January of 2010, I had at least 14 jobs, okay? I would bounce from one job to the next. Now, we signed a lease the day that I got laid off. That night, that afternoon, we signed a lease to rent a house for a year. And so, that was fun, right? Fun fact, we weren't late on rent one time, but I worked 14 different jobs. So here I am at 30 thinking, wait a minute, this is supposed to be like where things are, getting easier. Nah, not for me. They were it's about as hard as it could be, right? I would go to a job and I would work it until the job was finished, and then they would lay everybody off. And then I would go to the next job, and then I would go to the next job. And I did so many different things. I learned how to construct pole buildings, right? Never done that before, but hey, here I am. I ended up doing I built an Ace Hardware. Okay, all right, that's cool. I worked in refineries. I drove excavating equipment, right? So, moving dirt. I built cabinets. It was job after job. Like, I just did whatever I could to provide. So it was rough. It was rough, right? Because on top of that, in my mind, that voice in my head was going, you're supposed to be in the middle of your career now, right? What have you done? What have you done? And so that was fun, right? So in my head is like that little voice just, constantly writing me. And then outside, just like, okay, what am I going to do now? We got to pay the bills, right? And so I totally get the frustration with hitting your 30s, things like that, and your expectations of where you think you should be aren't quite met. Totally get it, right? I was there. Totally understand. Totally understand. The thing that you have to remember now, I listen to a guy on a regular basis. Now, he's not family friendly. Okay, so I'll just tell you that right now. He's not family friendly. But his name is Gary Vaynerchuk. Okay, and he talks a lot about how he didn't start his career till, I believe, in his 30s, right? So you have to remember, you still have plenty of life to live. And just because you haven't met the the expectation where you expected to be, it doesn't mean it's bad, right? It just means you still got some work to do, and that's okay. And so one of the things that I have had to learn over the years, I mean, look, I've been going at this online stuff, like trying to get online, like an online business off the ground, through a blog and through YouTube and all this stuff. I think I'm pushing 7 years. Okay. 7 years. And so it takes time. It takes time. Right. And believe me, I understand the frustration of, like, being in a dead end job and wanting to improve yourself, but you don't have a lot of options, right? That's me to the T. I have wanted to get out of my job since I landed it back in like 2009, 2010. It was supposed to be a temporary gig, but I've never been able to get out of it. I'm also thankful for that fact, because it has pushed me. It has given me so much drive to, put out the amount of content that I do, to work on my brand, to just create, rather than just kind of sit and be okay with where I am. And I think it's just because the type of person that I am. If I didn't have that push, I don't know that I would actually do it. And then on the other hand too, it's all about perspective, right? Because there are times that I'm super frustrated and I wish things maybe were easier. I wish that maybe opportunity would show up. But I'm also just stoked for the fact that I get to keep going, right? I get to keep working at my dream, and I've started to love the process, which is another thing that Gary Vee talks about. He talks about just loving the process. And so if you can love your process and whatever it is, so if you have a side hustle of some kind, just enjoy it. Enjoy it. Like, the one thing that I always made the mistake of is like, here, I'll just be completely honest with you guys. This is how naive I was. I'm like, okay, I'm going to build a photography blog, and I'm going to write a blog post, and I'm going to put Amazon affiliate links in it, and then I'm going to watch the money roll in. No, that's not how that works. That is not how it works. That's how all these gurus tell you it works. Just get your blog up, put some affiliate links in it, and you'll be set. No, this is not how it works. This is not how it works. And so what I would constantly do is I would put way too much pressure on everything that I was trying to create. Every business, every brand that I was working on, I had so much pressure on wanting it to succeed and needing it to succeed immediately to get me out of my current situation, that I would eventually burn out and get frustrated because it wouldn't get where I want it, and I would never give it the time to fully blossom. So if you have your side hustle and it's not quite where you want it, be patient. Give it time. Keep working at it. Help that thing grow, move along, and see where it is in 5 years. See where it is in 6 years, right? It took me failing at multiple things to land where I am now, and I'm stoked. And I've been at it for over 2 years. The Nintendo Powercast, the N64Josh brand, Smash Bros. Cast, the Animal Crossing podcast, streaming all the time. Like, it's all a work in progress. But I shouldn't even say but, and that's okay. It's a work in progress. And whatever it is you're working on the side, doesn't matter your age, whether you're 30, 20, 40, 50, whatever, just keep at it. Keep at it, and let's enjoy that process. Okay. So that's going to do it. I know this is a little different, but I just want to kind of motivate you guys, right? I want to, if you guys are like me and you get into those funks, and like Mondays are usually the worst for me. So I'm like, you know what? We're just going to kind of talk about some real stuff. All right. We're going to play Mario Kart here on stream. I do this live on Twitch right before we play some video games, but I just want to throw that out there, that like, hey, it's okay if you're not where you want to be. It's okay. Just love the process of getting to where you want to be. Okay? All right. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this, hit that thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye now.